Hello and welcome to a brand new video here on my channel. Today we're back with season 5, otherwise known as X in the Villa, here on Love Island the Game season 2. And I'm very excited because we are back with part 12, I believe, episode 12, which is the second part in volume 5, if I remember correctly. In the last part, we just admitted that we were about to propose to Suresh, our ex, who is also here in the villa with us. So let's see what happens today. This is episode 12, Getting the Ick. The fallout from excess baggage leaves some islanders reconsidering their position. Welcome back to Love Island, where a whole load of baggage just spun off the carousel. It turns out that Liv was up for the old game of marriage with Suresh, until he played a game of cheat. But now Suresh knows Liv was down for the long game. How's this gonna change the fun and games in the villa, I wonder? Let's find out now. All eyes are on you as you stand on ceremony in the challenge stage. The other islanders wait in stunned silence. Alfie has the sparkling engagement ring in his hand. He looks down at it anxiously and then back to you. Wow, a ring. You guys really were serious. Doesn't get much more serious than that. Guess someone was stepping out, not stepping up. Suresh finally picks his jaw up off the floor, hiding his embarrassment from the others. Liv, is this for real? Were you ever gonna tell me? No, why should I? I don't owe you an explanation. You were the one that broke my heart. That's fair. Just wish you'd have told me. I was upset with you. Sorry if I didn't want to start chatting about rings. Telling you wouldn't have changed anything. You still did what you did. You don't know that. Maybe it would have been different if you'd have said something. I felt the same way, you know. I don't see a ring in your suitcase, babe. Yeah, to be fair, if you'd liked it, then, you know. Dana holds up her hand and points to her ring finger. Should have put a ring on it. Exactly. As melty as it is, at least this girl had the balls. Who's got time to be waiting around? Just because I didn't give you a ring doesn't mean I wasn't serious about us. Clearly not as serious as Liv was, right? I was all in with you. I thought we were going to spend the rest of our lives together. And I didn't care who asked who. But then I realized you weren't the person I thought you were. I didn't know who you were. Well, it looks like I wasn't the only one keeping secrets. Suresh looks flustered, unable to find his words for once. I don't know what to say to you. It could have all been so different. I would have been a great husband to you. Alfie, Finn and Kat laugh under their breath. What's so funny? Just thought you'd be too busy, you know, in the sky to get hitched. A wedding at 35,000 feet. Don't know if you fit everyone on board. I don't know, a couple in the cockpit. All right, mate, just stay out of it, yeah? Suresh turns back to you and doesn't know what to say. If anyone's looking for a hubby, I happen to have a ring. Play nice and I might just ask you. He shoots you a cheeky wink and holds the prop engagement ring in the air. Yes, 1,000 times yes. Finn runs and jumps into Alfie's arms, taking the ring and slipping it onto his finger. I knew it. The islanders laugh as Alfie spins Finn around like newlyweds. All except Suresh, who seems distant and lost in thought. Dana looks over to you and places a hand on your shoulder. Well, aren't you full of surprises? That must have been a really rough time for you. I'm here if you want to chat later. Careful, she might just ask you to marry her. Fine by me. Right, well, you've all had your laugh, so do us a favor and shut it. Alright, geezer, just messing about. Yeah, I guess it's all even now. No more beef. What do you mean it's all even? Well, you both hid things from each other. That's all in the past. Surely that's that. Even Stevens? Surely now all is forgiven, right? Someone's changed their tune. What does that mean, Liv? Eddie, babe, life ain't that simple. The two things don't compare, do they? Liv's secret was nice. Suresh, if you've forgotten, cheated. It doesn't matter if Liv kept a secret. Proposing is still a sweet thing to think about. The other thing, not so much. Meh, what are you saying? It's just a bit old-timey, isn't it? The whole marriage thing. Excuse me? What it is? Vows and dresses and all that? It never really works out anyways. You best stop right there before you hurt yourself, babe. Can't say I'm not hurt too, Finn. Alfie takes the ring off Finn's finger. I didn't mean you, Alf. We're forever. It's too late. Your bromance is ridiculous. They both chuckle to themselves. But to be fair, Liv and Suresh could be married right now. You telling me that would have been a good thing? I'm done talking about this with everyone. It's got nothing to do with any of you. As Suresh leaves the challenge stage, he turns to you. My answer would have been yes. I want you to know that. Before you can say anything, he paces off towards the villa. Nice one, Finn. Oh, come on, I was only messing. Kat walks away in a huff. An awkward silence falls and Eddie and Dana scuttle away. Well, that went well. Finn turns to Alfie. You still owe me a honeymoon, pal? Well, we have the perfect venue. Alfie gestures towards the villa. How romantic. Finn smiles as he heads back to the villa. Alfie shows you the prop engagement ring. It's not the most expensive ring I've ever seen. It's probably just plastic. I didn't realise you were too good for a plastic engagement ring. To be fair, I'd hoped for something a little better myself. So, if you were offered a fancy engagement ring, what type would you want? Ooh, I don't know, say something a bit different. Maybe red ruby. I've always liked red ruby rings. That's a tongue twister. Red ruby rings. Red ruby rings. Red ruby. Passionate and fiery, just like yourself. Guess I'll hang on to this plastic one then, until I find someone with less expensive tastes. Let's hope I use it wisely. Alfie winks at you as he makes his way off the stage, and you wonder exactly what he's thinking. You're sitting alone in the bedroom. What are you doing? Oh, Kat, why are you sneaking around? I wasn't sneaking, I'm just very light-footed. I was coming in here for some well-deserved me time. Actually, while you're here, I wouldn't mind talking to you about something. Oh, okay. It's about Finn. Everything was going so well. Like, I fancy the pants off him. And I love sleeping on those pecs every night. And the way he can just pick me up with one arm. Right, all right. So what's the problem? Well, it's just in the excess baggage challenge. What he said was actually, like, so upsetting. What am I supposed to do with that, you know? It makes me think, like, do we actually have a future together? If it's about the marriage stuff, then I'm sure he... What? No, it ain't just about the marriage stuff. Boys always say they don't want marriage and it ain't long before they're down on one knee. I've had 2 proposals already. Well, technically 3, but one was in a kebab shop at the end of the night out, so it doesn't really count. Okay, so why are you upset? This is kind of silly, but it feels like I'm not exactly his type because of his baggage. Oh, he's clearly into more mature girls. And we all know I ain't the most mature, am I? You'd be upset if you found out you weren't your partner's type? Yeah, I would be upset. I wouldn't like not being my partner's type. Too right. I just want to be Finn's absolute everything. And I don't think that's too much to ask. OMG, do you think that means he thinks I look old? Nah, I look great. There's no way I look like a granny, is there? No, you don't. Of course you don't look like a granny. Are you sure? I don't give off granny vibes. No, Kat, you do not give off granny vibes. Anyway, I look hot. I know it. You know it. Finn knows it. Sounds like we all know it. But I'm younger than him and I'm clearly not his type. What if his type on paper walks in? Don't you think you might be overreacting a little bit? Maybe. But maybe he's about to leave me for an older woman. Do you think Finn is going to dump me? Yeah, probably. If an older woman enters the villa next, then you're done for. Oh, you're so right. Look, it sounded like it was just a fling. Just a funny story, you know? Oh, I don't know. I just don't know what to think. Me and Finn have been getting really close lately. I think I might be catching feels. I see. The feels with a side of anxiousness, head spinning, and utter confusion. OMG, exactly. You get it, Liv. It's just so much to deal with. I ain't used to it. Glad I have someone who gets it to talk to. Pat smiles at you warmly. Like, we've taken things to the next level now, if you know what I'm saying. I've actually been desperate to tell someone about it. You can keep a secret, can't you? We can go somewhere more private and I can tell you everything. Yes, tell me. I don't know why I'm so desperate to know, but yeah, tell me. I can't wait to hear. Okay, follow me. You follow Kat away to somewhere more private. Kat leads you out onto the terrace and sits you down. Go on then, let it out before you pop. Okay. So it was before the challenge this morning. I wanted to be looking my best for the challenge obvs, so I went into the dressing room. But on my way, I got distracted by Finn chilling in the bedroom, topless. Hot. He was facing away from me and I could see all the muscles rippling on his back. So I thought maybe I'd have some fun with him. You probs don't know because he's only ever told me. But Finn hates moths. Sorry, what? Yeah, I know, it's so jokes. He says they're like flying roaches or something. Anyway, I crept in and shouted moth right behind him. And he yelps and runs out into the bathroom. Amazing. I know, right? And then I tell him there was no moth and he gets all embarrassed. And he's super cute when he's embarrassed. So I give him a little kiss. Just a kiss. Well, we both look at the shower and basically have the same thought. It would be saving the planet if we showered together. Saving the planet. It's what David Attenborough would have wanted, babe. If you're gonna judge anyone, judge him. Anyway, these showers ain't too big, so naturally we had to get real close. He asked me to help clean his back. I said I could do with a bit of help too. Next thing you know, we're covered in soap and it's getting steamy. So you did bits. Not just bits, all the way. And honestly, it was so hot. He was so sweet too, being all shy and asking if I was short and everything. So I just melted. Then he picked me up with these big arms and I went to heaven and back, I'll tell you that. I couldn't even tell you how long we were in there. I came out looking like a prune. I bet Finn was loving the extra wrinkles. Liv, you can't say that. Oh my god. Oi. Anyway, it was amazing and everything, but then as we were leaving, Finn said he wanted to keep it a secret. I don't know why. Like, what if he doesn't want people to know because he wants to couple up with someone else? Is that why you were freaking out earlier? I mean, kinda. There is something else I didn't mention. What is it? This isn't the first time I've been with a guy that likes older girls. Oh my god, what happened? I was with this guy in Basildon and he wasn't like some guys. He was proper nice. He seemed really great. We were gonna move in together and everything, but then it just all fell apart and he basically just ghosted me. I was so confused and thought I must have done something to hurt him. Then I check his socials a couple of weeks later and he's with some woman and she's like twice my age. I'm just worried boys see me in a certain way, like I'm not mature enough or something. How can anyone think that about you, Kat? Yeah, alright, I get it. Like I said, I know I ain't the most grown up, but still. Look, can I ask you a favour? If Finn pulls you for a chat, can you see if he thinks I'm too immature or something? Yeah, sure. I can try and see where Finn's head's at. Oh, thank you, Liv. Well, look, thanks anyway. Sometimes I just need to get everything out at once, otherwise I go off on one. You're good at listening. Oh, anytime, Kat. Don't go proposing to me, though. I like you, but not that much. Kat looks down into the garden. Alfie looks lost. What? Well, he's down there staring at the pool. I guess he's waiting for someone to go and talk to him. Don't think he's waiting for me. Kat leaves you alone on the terrace. You look down and see Alfie lazily dangling his legs into the pool. He's tapping his fingers anxiously on his knees. You head down to the garden to talk to him. You arrive at the pool. You tap Alfie on the shoulder and sit beside him. Hey, Liv. You scooch up to Alfie. Your feet are gently hanging in the water beside his. How's it going, Alfie? Oh, you know, just chilling. So that was a lot to take in, right? Can't believe they brought up my trumpet day. I'd almost forgotten about that one. That was a fun afternoon. Hard as I try though, I can't seem to remember the name of the girl I was serenading. Is that what you've been doing here by the pool? Yeah, I thought my reflection might know her name. He looks like a smart guy. Alfie smiles at you. Details are easy to forget sometimes. Yeah, I suppose, but I'd hope I wouldn't forget the name of a girl that I convinced myself I was in love with. You were in love with her? Thought I was, but looking back, I guess I was just hoping I was. And hoping that she, whatever her name is, felt the same way. Maybe she did. Cheers, Liv. That was a while back now. I've been in love many times since. And as far as all the challenge baggage, I'd say Mom was the best. Don't you think? Oh, we have options. Yours was my favourite baggage. I've got to agree with you, Alfie. Your baggage was so charming, no one else stood a chance. Thanks, Liv. I was going for charming at the time, so I'm glad it still seems that way. Means I don't have to change my technique too much. Of course, there was one more piece of baggage. Obviously, you know what I'm talking about. Yep. So, how do you feel about the rest of the group knowing the proposal stuff? Ugh, my head's gone, to be honest. I'm all over the place at the minute. There was enough going on in the villa already without this happening. I hope I can help you find your head. It can't have gone too far. Alfie splashes his feet around in the warm water of the pool. You've got nothing to be embarrassed about, you know. What do you mean? Well, don't take this the wrong way, but I feel like if someone puts their heart out there and goes as far as to want to propose to somebody, but the marriage doesn't happen, well, that person might feel like they failed somehow. What? I don't think that. Just think others do. Not others here, just others. Oh, my days are making no sense now. Alfie closes his eyes and composes himself for a moment. He opens his eyes and then looks back to you. What I mean is, you shouldn't feel like you did anything wrong. You shouldn't be made to feel anything that you don't feel. I only feel how I want to feel. It's all good, Alfie. I'm owning it. I don't feel any pressure to be anything I'm not. Nice. That's what I like to hear. You be you, babe. Alfie kicks his feet and splashes some water onto your legs. Just so you know, I think that a girl doing the proposing is hot. Really? Yeah, you gotta break tradition sometimes, mix it up a bit. Are you saying you'd like to be proposed to? Yeah, that made me feel pretty special. Seriously, you'd like a girl to pop the question to you? 100%. I'd be a blubbering mess though. Also, would that make me the bride? I don't know. My dad wouldn't be too chuffed with that. The father of the bride has to pay for the wedding. He's always been tight and never remembers to bring his wallet to the pub, if you know what I mean. Alfie moves his feet around in the water again. He takes a deep breath before exhaling slowly. I need to tell you something, Liv. What is it? I feel like if I don't tell you, it might make things more awkward. Seriously, Alf, what is it? It's just that I feel like maybe I should back off a little bit. Back off? I'm getting the impression that there's more between you and Suresh than I know about. It seems like stuff runs a lot deeper between you than maybe you even realise. And I don't want to get in the way of that. So what do you think? Should I back off and give you some space? No! I don't want you to back away. I don't want you staying away from me because of all this. No way, Alfie. We've got something great between us and nothing's going to ruin that. I appreciate what you're saying, I really do. It's just that I think you'll be able to work things out easier if I'm not complicating things. So I'm going to give you the space to just do that. Alfie stands up, flinging his legs out of the pool. He squats down beside you and gives you a hug. Don't dangle your legs in the water for long. You'll get cold feet. Ha! Alfie smiles. Sorry, too soon. See you in a little bit, Liv. Alfie walks away, leaving you alone by the pool. You sit in silence for a moment, thinking about what Alfie has said, when Dana appears beside you. Hey, Liv, come talk to me for a minute, will ya? You pull your legs out of the pool, stand up, and follow Dana. I'm not sure how I feel about that whole interaction because Alfie and Liv are very good friends and I see it going somewhere. But it does turn me off Alfie a little bit when he's saying that he wants to back off and give us space. I think in the real world situation, if someone said to us they want to back off and give us space and let us think about it, I can see why that's noble and I can see why that's a great thing to do. But at the same time, I know what I want. Liv knows what she wants and that's not Suresh. So the fact that Alfie is sort of making up our own mind by saying that he can't speak to us because he wants us to make up our own mind. If you follow what I'm trying to say, it's not the best feeling for me or Liv, probably. You follow Dana to the swing seat and you sit down beside each other. Look on the bright side, at least success baggage usually only happens once in the villa. I dread to think what else they'd reveal about me in a second round. Got a few more things hidden away, Dana. Who hasn't? I've got plenty more wild escapes to dish. Might not need a challenge to let a few of them out either. Although I'm not sure I've got anything as mind-blowing as what I've just learned about you. It was a big moment in the villa for sure. So what did you chat with Alfie about? We talked about all kinds of things. We just had a general chat about stuff. Alfie's baggage was so cute. He was sat in the pool trying to remember the girl's name because he felt bad. Oh, Alfie just gets cuter and cuter. So what did he say about a girl proposing to a guy? He said that he was all for it. Really? Yeah. He's legit into the whole idea. Started talking about love, marriage, everything. He said he likes the idea of breaking tradition. Wow, a man after my own heart. Had to argue with him. If I was going to get married, I'd be well up for a girl getting down on one knee in front of me. What do you think, Liv? Want to try it again? I think my proposing days are over. I'm not planning on getting down on one knee anytime soon. That's a shame. I'd quite like to see that. Dana laughs and rocks the swing seat back and forth a little. The mile-high Lothario will probably want to chat with you at some point later today, most likely. You guys have got a lot to get off your chests. It seems like just as you're leveling out, something else pops up. Seems appropriately dramatic for where we are, I suppose. And now Alfie's saying he's going to give me some space to work stuff out. Really? Space what you think you need? I would prefer space from Suresh, to be honest. It's kind of hard to think when Suresh is always here. How am I supposed to get to know other people? Yeah, must be rough. Dana pushes against the floor with her bare feet. The swing rocks back and forth gently. So, does this mean you want space from me too? No, of course not. I need you with me. I never want space from you. What would I do with myself? Exactly. You'd have to find someone else to file your toenails for you. Hate feet too. The things I do for you, girl. You look across the garden and see Suresh is walking towards you. Here he comes. Yep, time to have it out. To be fair, I can't read him. Well, I'll leave you two to work stuff out. Dana leans in and gives you a hug. Holler if you need me. Dana leaves just as Suresh arrives. They exchange slightly awkward smiles. Suresh stops in front of you. Hey. Hey, Suresh. I think we need to talk about this ring-shaped baggage of ours. Shocked. I'm actually shocked. Suresh, leave me alone. Well, I haven't seen a proposal cause that much drama since those Montagues and Capulets got into a beef. Juliet's family definitely thought Romeo was punching. But with Alfie backing off and Suresh looking all doom and gloom, will Liv find themselves one step closer to being dumped from this sun-drenched paradise? Find out in the next episode of Love Island. I'm really upset that Alfie said he's going to take space from us. I don't know why. I just don't like that. I think all I want is Suresh to leave the villa. That's all I want. I have to say, whatever your thoughts are on this season of Love Island, I am loving the drama. The drama, I'm living for it. I do think this episode, this volume has definitely backed off a little bit because I do think the last one was a little bit too full on. Everyone's just talking to Liv and not leaving me alone. And I think this time, not that I needed them to back off, but it's nice to have some space. And that is because we did the challenge and we've sort of had one-on-one conversations with people who, like, we've not really had a one-on-one chat with Kat before. And that was really nice. That was different. But let me know what you think down in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already and tap that notification bell so you get notified every single time I upload a video. Also, I very nearly live streamed this episode's recording over on Twitch. So if you don't follow me over there, make sure you do. Twitch.tv/Ashley Amelia, because if I do go live to either film an episode or edit an episode, you'll be the first to see it. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.